Late night edition. Calling it the pregame. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, everybody. Woo! What's good? What is good? Ultra Maximus here. And it is, of course, Friday night, so that means we are moments away from a couple of things going on. Of course, after this, I'm about to jump on that CBSI Hot 10. And then, yeah, you know, Universe X, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Good to see you guys too, Raider Bear, Azores. Yeah, you know, I'm pre-gaming. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going to open up a couple of packages and talk some spec maybe, and then pre-game and get ready for the slides I'm about to drop on Drunken Chat. So hope you all doing well. Thanks for joining. So let's get to it. So yeah, that package I wanted on Wednesday, it arrived. Actually, my wife came in and brought it in during the middle of that video, but I didn't have the heart to switch back to slides and do all that. I just told her I was going to open it up again later. I know what the book is, so it's not a big deal or anything like that, but maybe it's a big deal to you, and that may be why you're here tonight. But it's going to be a fun night tonight, so if you guys aren't aware of the bigness going on over at Drunken Chat, we have an East Meets West show. Mel V has organized just a cast. All right, we got an all-star cast tonight. I am happy to be partaking in some of that stuff because, as you guys know, I'm small time. What's up, Sith Lordy? Good to see you, man. All right, so this one has excessive amounts of tape all over it. You gotta like that, right? Better than some of the other ones I've opened. And I have a couple of sellers that finally got back to me and were like, "Oh man, I didn't realize I screwed you over so bad." They're taking care of me, so that's all that matters. Be sure to head over to White Bat Audio and give their page a subscribe as well, especially if you're into that cyberpunk comic, because you're going to need the perfect soundtrack for rocking that too. All right, now I bought these before. I saw 4 of them on the shelf at my local store, but I'll take it. You guys know I'm on this one, right? And if not, just take a look at what this is. Okay, this is X Factor number 4. It says X of Swords variant. I'll get back to this one a little bit later in the video. So that's one of 2 packages. Now the other package, look at this, you know, bubble wrap. All right, let's just say this is a seller I buy an awful lot from. An awful lot from. And I will continue to buy an awful lot from the sellers because they're that good. They're that good of a seller. That they get multiple repeat Maximus business, and that's what's up. Those are some of my favorites. And got to give a shout out to Comic Central in Sanford, the Collective in Altamont Springs, Acme Superstore in Longwood, and then of course for my out of town ones, I want to give a shout out to the Deep in Huntsville, Alabama. And then I want to give a shout out to Wanted Comics. If you didn't know Wanted Comics has what you wanted, well, you haven't checked their eBay store lately. You should go hit them up. And yeah, you know, just good peoples in the comic community, and that's what I like. I like relationships with these stores, man. And I still like the fact that most of these stores will sell to me without going, hey, whatever that guy brings up, you reprice on eBay. Because that does happen, you know. You guys ready for that onslaught? I'm not. I enjoy bin diving and getting cheap books. But this right here, this seller always goes above and beyond packaging. So this thing is just like menacingly deep. You know what? Let's get that banner. Let's get that banner rolling. Oh, there it is. What's good? What's good? What's good? Show that banner. There we go. So, what's up, Baron Yee? Good to see you, man. Crazy pickups in Dallas, huh? Cool. Cool. So, yo, Universe X. You know that's like every monthly variant for Marvel for like years, right? But if you're talking about some of the ones that I mentioned on a previous either pickup or on Spec Matrix, man, you know, again, I don't necessarily think these books are like super duper like spec worthy, but there are a lot of these covers that if you're collecting them, these are going to be the covers down the road that are like, oh, the ratio variant, yeah, sure, I got plenty of those. But not everybody qualified for these things, man. For these qualifiers, you know, it's sick. It really is sick. And I will tell you this: my specialty in collecting has been collecting oddball complete sets of certain types of variants. So, and you think they're mostly cover buys. And that's good, man. If you're getting them at cover, then you're doing great, because you know what? Most of these percentile qualifiers that I talk about, and a lot of the ones that I show you guys like copies of, there are stores that would get them, but they would charge $10, $15, $20 for them, because they would have to in order to make it sense for you know how much they're having to charge. So it's crazy, man. It really is. But I'm glad to hear you're getting some of them. So cool, man. CBCS, not really my thing, because you know I'm Floridian and stuff like that. And all right, so I just opened the vault. On the vault, we got another folder on the inside here. But yeah, man, cool. You know, I'm glad. You know, if you guys are great into grading books, you guys know my raw report is based on the fact that I do a lot of raw books. I will grade every now and then, but it's not really like a huge thing for me. But let's see, Universe be eating. All right, well, I'm glad I let the universe eat there, Sith Lordy. Thanks for that, man. Appreciate that. And you guys, I'm looking forward to later tonight, man. Tonight's gonna be awesome. And you guys, if you are tuning in the Drunken Chat, you better be getting your asses over there and tuning into that shit. All right. So I just extrapolated this book from that thing, and now I got to find another way to get it open. God. Like I said, this seller has always been like this. They've always done majorly excessive. And I don't know how you guys feel about this book, but I know how I feel about it. Oh, you know what this is? You know what this is? Yes, indeed. This is that Stanley Collectibles exclusive Amazing Spider-Man #8 Jeff Scott Campbell variant. This is, of course, the color variant, which mimics the first appearance of the Black Cat. And I want to give you guys a little reminder that the issue before this actually has the Hasbro variant. Same poses, but it's the Hasbro figures. So if I want to check that out, you might want to pick that one up for yourself. So thank you guys. I do think I agree. Yes, Sith Lordy, it is a sick cover. I think so too. Thank you, Azor's Tiger. I think that stuff's fire myself. And that Woman of Power She-Hulk cover, yes, absolutely. She's hard flexing on that one, man. All right, so I've got a couple minutes to fill. So I know you guys are looking for some entertainment before we get into that into all the other stuff later on tonight. And there's going to be, of course, I want you to check out CBSI's Hot 10 after this, of course. But before we get into the Hot 10, I'm going to share a little something that's going down tonight. Of course, this is the little Spec Matrix variant edition. You guys know how I like to roll. But before then, if you guys haven't checked out some of my Maximus mail calls and some of my pickup days, I'm just going to rehash just a couple of things that I pointed out that I think are great picks. And you might agree with me, you might not. For the most part, I really hope you do, because I think it's good stuff. But yo, man, you can't be on your third tequila just warming up for drunken chat, man. Well, you better pace yourself, man. We sometimes go for 6 hours. But all right. So everybody loving Jeff the Land Shark, right? Jeff the Land Shark's first cover happens to be on the Superior Spider-Man number 7 of his volume 2. So it's Legacy Superior Spider-Man number 40. And Jeff the Land Shark's been showing up on people's radar, man, and I like that because one of the guys in my LCS that I used to work at now holding down the fort like where I used to work, man, it's pretty cool going in there and seeing somebody else in the role. You know, it's cool, man, to see him holding it down. He's a big fan of this one. He put me on to Jeff. And then I started researching Jeff, and I tried finding all his cover appearances, and sure enough, it's it. And you know, I'm actually kind of mad because I was really hoping this was going to be the first appearance on Deadpool #1's John Tyler Christopher variant, because it's got Elsa Bloodstone on it, and you guys, I married a redhead, so I'm partial to redheads. Still recovering from last night, Sith Lordy. Well, hey man, it's they say it ain't hungover if you keep continuing, right? Alright, so that was one of the little goodies that I shared, and then of course another spec matrix thing that I shared into, and I'm sorry, I got more pages in here than I thought I did. Look at this stuff, this is nuts. Alright, so this week I talked about this. Just curious, did any of you guys ask any of your shops for the first true cover appearance of Solem on the preview, just in case Solem actually is a hit and you wanted to have everything to hedge your bets on appearances, so you did the preview pickup as well? If you did, comment in the chat or comment below in the video, because I'd really like to know what your thoughts are on this one, and just making sure that you guys were able to make it out to the shop. And as I stated on Wednesday, you did solemnly swear to that he did appear. I mean, yeah, Sith Lordy, you know, they're not going to be near mint, man, but you know what? I beat the shit the one that I've used on camera, too. But it's funny, just because we've seen some stupid things go down, right? Wow, I mean, you guys, what? Carter Lee, are you serious, man? Like, look, I got a stack of the first punchlines. Like, everybody who's all up on Punchline doesn't know that my comic shop, like, predated her by, like, 2 months because of COVID. So, I mean, there's just crazy stuff out there, man. Hedge your bets. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's, like, the first, like, legit, like, that's the first cover because it's not a comic book. It's a preview. We all know that. There's going to be people who fight you tooth and nail on that one. But, yeah. It's crazy to think, man. It really is crazy to think how some of these previews really be doing it. But no previews, no previews. Oh, my bad, Universe X. I had to go there, man. But hope you guys did, of course, pick up your Wolverine #6s, because that's definitely one that I think it's going to have the long-term legs. I mean, X-Force is nice because it's got the cover on it, but I mean, you got to give it to Wolverine #6. I mean, he's clearly in there. I mean, and this is not, Wolverine 6 is not the X-Men Manual 14, and X-Force is not the Gambit first cover. X-Men 266, all right, they are not the same. Well, maybe they are, and if they are the same, then you know what, maybe Newbie Comics, who've been preaching that same stuff I'd be preaching to about X-Men Annual 14. He's going to wait for... This is the best comment ever right now. He's going to wait for the 11th print. And you do want to wait for the later prints now. It sucks. But you know what? You still need to buy the first print, and you need to make sure that the first print sells out after final order cutoff in order to trip that second print after final order cutoff, and have the second print come out reasonably close to the first print. And note that comment, because I'll get back to that, because we got about 5 more minutes to kill here. Make sure that I don't overlap on the time with the Hot 10 guys. So you guys know that what I just bought, of course. Yeah. I told you guys this was originally a 125 solicit. Well, guess what? So was that X-Men, or I'm sorry, so was that X-Force, and so was that Wolverine. Those were originally supposed to be 125s. I don't know how many listings there are on eBay, and of course that X Factor #4 Exosword second print. It would have been more fire than if they had done an Exoswords variant for the second printing, but they're not doing that. So, you guys who are playing Fortnite, I'm not playing Fortnite, so I don't have access to this Nexus comic. So for you and I and everybody else who values the print version of things, of course, I gave you guys a little heads up on this Fantastic Four 24 having the first appearance of the Fortnite universe, and going against all of my normal kind of steering away from it, because, you know, again, there's a lot of stigma that's associated with Fortnite, but there's a ton of things going on with it, including this variant for number 24. But of course, we have all the other variant covers. But again, this week was released, we had the Fantastic Four number 24 second. So if this one is shorter printed than the 1 in 100s, which because of the Alex Ross covers may actually be the case, this might have been the one to get. So I hope you guys did good, picked it up. If you didn't, just if there's any on the shelf, when you go back next week, you know, it might be one to scoop if they're spine break free. You know, I definitely got to find another copy because there's a split on my spine on the one I picked up. But don't forget, because the break, the Nexus, the actual break in the universe that actually happens. Here you go, Carter Lee. Oh, my man. Guess what? You gonna call that universe debut that would be a cameo at best. But you know what? This is cameo number 1. That one's cameo number 2. Because you don't actually see inside the Fortnite universe with any of the Fortnite characters or anything like that in Wolverine number 5. Thor number 4, however, is the opening of the rift. Put it out by Big Leg. Shout out to Big Leg on this one. So yeah, I mean, just keeping track. If you're going to hedge your bets, I mean, if you're going to speculate on the Fortnite appearances in the Marvel Universe, you should, yeah, of course, it's still available on the Midtown website. It may have been ordered, you know. Just look, hedge your bets. If you're going to collect the solemn first appearance on a previews mag, then you know what, you're picking up Thor 4, where Nexus opens. You're picking up every single version of Fantastic Four 24 down to the second print, 1 in 100s. Shit, if there's store variants, I feel really bad. If the store variants have that stuff in there too, man, I mean, it's going to be inflating the print run for sure. And you know, I'm just saying, cover your bets. We don't know what's going to happen, but I would be going back and getting Fantastic Four 24 in a Fortnite variant because it's cover price, it's cheap, and people don't know that the Nexus book actually appears in it because there's nothing on the variant, and that's why I kind of overlook it. Because look, I don't look at a lot of regular covers a lot. I spend more time, and if you guys notice on my raw reports, on my pickups, I buy a lot of alternative artwork covers, but I tend to do the ones that go through the LCS, whether it be ratio incentive or, you know, open order variants. So I have reasons for doing what I do, but maybe that one will pay off. We'll see. So just yeah, you know, cover your bases, like I said. And thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for liking. And where the heck is... There it is. Lost my controls for a minute there, and scrolling going really slow on screen. Really appreciate you checking out the Raw Reports. Now, head on over to CBSI, Tales from the Flip Side, so you can check out that Hot 10. I'll be over there in the chat. Let's give those guys good support. And, of course, you guys know I do my thing over here. Hit that subscribe button to check out the Prime Pickups, the Maximus Mail Calls, the Warrior Wednesday, which I've already got scheduled. And got to give a shout out to Discovery Bay Comics. If you're not following them, Discovery Bay for sure. Shout out to JB, man, for the love you showed me. And yeah, just be on Drunken Chat tonight. You guys get ready for that. Is this gonna be wicked? We got a full house from what I hear, man. 13 people wow, 13 people watching me live. I appreciate the love, really do. Yeah, so you know, check out that variant edition that's going to go down tonight. And of course, my eBay and my Facebook and my IG are all U1TRA Maximus. And then, of course, you know, hit me up on Twitter. Check me out later, guys. Peace.